Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my Wednesday live. Hello, Margaret and Melissa and Sherry. Hope you guys are having a fabulous hump day. I have a fun patriotic project for you today. I'm Creative Sarah, and this is my studio. I am ready. A little early today, which is okay. I think it's my last Wednesday that I have to be early. Hello, hello. So, I am using our fireworks pattern today. This cute stencil, okay? I've got some wood cutouts that are gonna coordinate. And I'm very excited to see how this comes together. I am using a palette of our most patriotic colors. We have cherry, cadet, and white, along with shimmer silver, shimmer gold, and shimmer copper. All the fireworks colors that you can imagine. Okay, now let's see how this comes together. So I started painting already, just to speed the process. I have these cutouts that coordinate with the shapes that are on this stencil. So we are going to just paint these. I put them on a what I call a tape board. So basically what this is a piece of cardboard that has tape running across with a sticky side facing up. And then I stick the wood pieces down, and then what I'm gonna do is paint it. I've got a little bit of water here. It's already a little bit colored black. Dip into my black chalk paste, and we're just painting the top of each of these wood cuts is going to end up black. This is going to allow the colors to pop just like fireworks should. We are being patriotic. We're doing fireworks. Now you can customize the colors for whatever you'd like. And if you would like to grab or see the list of supplies for this project, all you have to do is comment right here the keyword firework, all one word, and you'll be able to check it out. Hi Patty, how are you? Hi Lydia, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so I've painted all these. They are going to dry. So I'm going to set them aside to dry for now. And then we'll get this kind of cleaned up. We're all done with the black. Just washing off my paintbrush and my little tray. Okay, so what I have selected today is a really inexpensive surface. This is our, it is a 9x12 wall hanging. It comes with holes punched in the top and a ribbon. This ribbon is black and kind of an off-white. I'm going to, of course, be adding lots more cool things to this, but there will be no words, okay? So we're not gonna have any words. This is gonna be a decor piece only, no words, and you could utilize it. You don't have to hang it. You could utilize it as just like a background piece with fireworks. So we wanna prepare this, and I'm actually gonna do some painting on here. I want it to be a little distressed. Let's grab a big brush. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip it in to my paste, and then I'm gonna dip it into some water. Oh, this is my empty one. Okay, so we're gonna get our paste a little watery. And I'm just using this big brush to get quick coverage, but also broader brush strokes. This is a nice bristly brush. I want most of it white, but I don't want to see, I do want to see a little bit of that brown on the edges at the top and the bottom. But I want it to look super distressed because that's the look I'm going for. Okay. And I think that about does it. We'll get that dried. I will definitely do a little bit of waxing here. Let me get my paintbrush cleaned off. Okay. I know what I want to do. Quickly, let's see if this works. Okay. There we go. Let's see how well that broadcast channel actually works today. Facebook, hi Jody. Woohoo! Facebook tends to not be my friend. They are definitely not showing live videos to the audience. You have to really be mindful that you are following, sign up for notifications, or join my broadcast link, my broadcast channel, so that you can get like a notification when I'm live. It's just not my friend these days. Hi Jean, hi Vicky, hi Patty. Welcome, Disney fan. And Lisa, hello. Christy, welcome in. All right, so I got just a little bit longer on this thicker part here. If you're new, go ahead and comment the word firework. That's our key word down here. I forgot where I was pointing. And when you do, I will send you a message with a link where you can join my free DIY and crafting group. You'll get more ideas, inspiration, and insider information. But also, you will receive the supply list of everything I'm using today, including all of the chalk products, as well as the wood cutouts link, which is from my Etsy shop. Okay. So this is the top. So I don't want to like get too crazy on that. And you know, whatever, do it upside down. So I am going to wax this. This is raw wood and I have just pasted over the top. Our paste, when you paint with it, is a very flat, it's a very flat finish. And I am going to do a little waxing with, this is a surface wax. So it's kind of like a finishing wax that we're putting over to kind of seal in this finish. And you really need to like have a little bit of elbow grease with this. Okay, it feels pretty good. I'm gonna just get that a little more. That's a little bit thicker right there in the middle, as you can see. I just don't want that to pull up, right? Because our stencils are sticky backed, it can stick to things. Now I am gonna fuzz this. So I'm gonna grab my fuzzing cloth here and I'm gonna peel off. It peels off just like a sticker, but it is our stencil. And all of these clear parts that you're gonna see, this is all silk screen. So it is this is not your grandma's stencil, everybody. Not at all. This is a fancy, awesome stencil where you can get lots and lots of detail because the silk screen holds the little pieces of the stencil in there, so you can have open spaces. Hi, Diane from Michigan. I'm from Michigan too. Whereabouts in Michigan are you located? All right, now we are going to be using this stencil more than one time today, and that is one of the perks of this type of stencil, because you can wash it and reuse it over and over, even though it's sticky. So I know before these, we would make stencils out of vinyl. We would have to weed it, which is like, it's like not fun. Especially for my old eyes, and it's a pain in the butt. But also, you only could use it once, because once you peel that up, it becomes misshapen. Hi, Mary. Welcome. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Joan. Okay, so I'm gonna choose some colors. I have cherry here. I have cadet, and I'm going to use, let me think, 1, 2. I have to like think about what I'm doing. And I've got all of the tools today, you guys. We've got our detail tool, which is our tiniest little squeegee. I have a multi-tool, which is a little bigger, the mini squeegee, and whatever I need. Okay, I'm gonna start with Cadet, and I'm gonna do this whole image here in Cadet. So I'm gonna use the paste and peel method, which means I'm gonna take my time pasting the colors, because there are little nooks and crannies that we have to get into, and you don't want to go out of the lines or whatever. Some of these things will be covered up, but not all of them. So I want to be careful. And our chalk paste, when we are pasting, you guys hear this from me, but if you're new, I want to let you know, it can dry fairly quickly, which we don't want it to dry under our, well, we don't want it to dry on the stencil, okay? So I'm going to get close, but then I'm going to go ahead and get my little multi-tool to get closer to the edge here. I also find that this multi-tool is a little bit easier to work with because you can hold it like a pencil, and that gives us a little more control. At least that's how I feel. Okay. I know that I have a cut, I don't have a cutout this size, which is why this is here. Okay. Now I'm gonna go into my cherry with my itty bitty tool and get these little lines that are out here. It's a little, okay. There we go. I kind of need my glasses for this, you guys. There we go. So I'm just kind of coloring in the lines here, and then I'm going to peel it up. Okay, so I'm only peeling this corner. You'll see me peel it. Looks good, doesn't it? And then I'm going to let it fall back down, and I'm going to press, oops, I'm going to press these back down so that we're good to go. Next, I think I'm going to do a little bit of silver. Oh, all right, I need a new silver. So hold 1 second. I'm gonna grab myself a new silver. That was like pretty empty. And since it's so empty, okay. I've got a fresh silver. Fresh silver. Now I like to write the date. I don't know about you, but I like to write the date when I open this. It is 5/21/25, because I like to see how long they last. Mine last quite a long time. All right, now I need to stir this up a little. I do love me some, oof, creamy, dreamy. It looks like molten mercury. When you used to like, okay, this is gonna sound bad, but when your thermometer broke when you were a kid, and the mercury would fall out, and little did we know how dangerous it was. However, that's what this is reminding me of. It's so pretty. There we go. All right, now oops, I was going to use the little, hold this, my detail tool, my multi-tool. All right. There we go. We'll keep that over here. Let's do some red. Again, this is cherry. And we just need to get in there. Concentrate. That's what I have to do to focus in the lines. After I get this initial chalking done, I will go back. I'm going to do these lines. And we'll wash this stencil, and then we'll chalk up the little woodcuts that I have. So awesome. How is everybody doing today? The weather here is cold. It is like one of the coldest weeks of May ever. Hi, Dewey. Virginia, yes, the little tools are so useful, especially for these nooks and crannies, because it helps you, and it's just, I don't know, it makes life easier. Sometimes you have to go a little bit slower, but it's worth it. Totally worth it. Okay, that looks good. I don't think I need to do that star because that will be a cutout. I'm gonna do this in blue real quick. And this up here in blue. Okay, and then we're going to peel this corner up. If I can grip it. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's do some more silver. Just going to kind of fan this out, and then I'll come back in with my little bitty tool. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. I'm going to turn this and do this red part. Oops, a daisy. Okay. Clean off. Sometimes the edges of this get yucky, so you just have to clean that off. And just turn with the angle. They have pretty good angles so that you can reach every little nook and cranny of this design. Good job. I'm going to go ahead and peel this part up. And I'm going to lay it back down. Oh, you guys, this is going to be awesome. We'll do this in blue. Oh, maybe you're maybe. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Roseanne. 95 degrees in Florida. I wish I was there. That's all I can say right now. I love that heat. The humidity, I know that gets hard, but I do love hot temperatures. I was kind of made for not Michigan. Just in case you wondered. All right, now this is going better than I expected. I wasn't sure. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt to do things that are close, but this is not too bad. All right. We got that blue. I'm going to go ahead and make this blue too. And there we go. All right. Then this we'll do silver. Use my little tool. All right. I do have these tools linked right in the project supply list. So if you want to see that, go ahead and comment the word firework. It's right here. Just type that in, hit enter into the comments, and then I will send you a message with a link to the project supplies. If you're watching over on YouTube, you're going to find it in the pinned comment, which is right below right below the video. You should be able to see that pinned comment right now, and it should say that I posted it. So Sarah Paige-Gruber, and then it'll say today's project supplies, and you can just click on that beautiful link and it will take you right there. Now, pretty soon I'm going to show you these wood cuts as well, so you're going to see it all. All right, I'm going to lift. I'm going to remove. You guys, this looks good just the way it is. Truly it does, but we're going to do a little bit more. I'm going to wash this really quickly over here in my water. And while I'm doing that, I just want to remind you that if you are new to my channel, go ahead and comment that keyword, and I will send you a link. I'll send you a message with a link where you can join my free DIY and crafting group. you will get more ideas, inspiration, and of course, insider information. You guys, tomorrow night, inside my free group, we are having a live clearance sale. So I am making room for our new line that's coming for me in June. And I am going to be putting up some retired stuff. I'm going to be putting up bundles, kits, stencils, chalk, paste, ink, all the things, surfaces, things that I found hiding in all of the spots in my studio. So you're going to want to check that out. So in order to do that, you need to be inside my group and watching tomorrow. We're starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So figure that out wherever you live. It's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern time, and it'll probably go for an hour or so. Usually an hour does it. All right, I've got my stencil. I've cleaned it off. I'm going to dry it off now. Let me move some of this. I'm going to use the microfiber side of my cloth here. So that microfiber side is perfect for drying a wet stencil. And then now we've got this to use again. I am going to set that aside, and I'm going to bring back my array of cutouts that I previously cut. These are dark on purpose to make our colors shine. They're really gonna pop out. I do think I made one little error, but I will correct it and I'll share with you what I did. The tiniest stars are going, I'm gonna paint those silver. Because they are going here and they're not supposed to be black. They're supposed to be silver. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to place these down to see where they fit. So this one will go here. Oops, guess what? It's not dry yet. Let's dry it. Let's dry it. Hi, Susan. Hi, Carol. Okay, that is dried. Now, I'm going to see again. This will go here. That will go there. And then these will stack. I have, that one will go there. I have a lot of extra stars, my friends. So we're gonna We're going to lay it out first, however we want it to work. I think we could double up. That would be cool. And we'll paint some of them. I think this, yeah, this goes on top of there. And missing some stars. Okay, let's put a star here. We can put a star there. We've got extra shapes, you guys. You can do all sorts of things with these extra shapes. Let me put a star here and a star there. There we go. All right, that looks good. And I still have a few extra shapes. Now, let me look at what I'm gonna do. All right. I'm gonna take this one, which matches that, and I'm going to line it up with this little stencil here. And I'm going to stencil this using our shimmer gold. Oh. Okay, so this is going to pop Okay, and then we're going to do this one. I'm going to line it up. And this one we're going to do, I'm going to do it silver. We'll see how we like everything, because to be honest, I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out or how I was going to do it, but I knew I wanted some of these to have this black background. Okay. And now I think the stars, I'm just going to paint instead of, actually, this one, I'm going to line it up with this star, because I think that will look cute, because it's kind of a double star. And that's got silver here. So let's do gold, and it'll kind of pop in its own special way. And then we're going to glue everything on here. I'm going to need to just paint at the, okay. I'm going to place this aside for a minute. I'm going to make, let me get a paintbrush, do a small one. So these are going to be silver. And I didn't realize when I was painting them all black, I was doing it ahead of time because I've done projects like this before. and I stencil on each piece of the cutout. But I forgot that these are not the stencil part. These are the inside parts, which would have just been white, but I'm going to make them dimensional, obviously. And we're gonna give them a little bit of bling with this shimmer silver and the shimmer gold and the shimmer copper. All right, so those are good. Let's see if I can do a little copper on here. It's a little bit dry. Clearly, I have not used my shimmer in a while. I use shimmer gold a lot more than probably silver and copper, but that's okay. It's almost empty anyway. All right, so let's get that. Another paintbrush. And we'll get this painted in our shimmer copper. Beautiful. And these just have to dry. And then I'll go ahead and finish with some silver here. And I think I'm going to do another copper one for over here. So I'm trying to just add that shimmer value to the colors that I've already done. Maybe we'll use that as extra. Okay. All right. Silver. Okay. Now we're going to dry this. Dry them all. Hi, Molly. Friends, if you are just tuning in, our keyword today is firework. And you can comment that word. I'll send you a message with a link where you can get all of the project supplies for this. I may, all right, and we're gonna do some hot glue. There we go. This one, I feel like needs a little more gold. The stencil kind of cuts off there, so I'm just gonna add it myself. Looks good. Trying not to burn myself. but I just love the dimension. With these. Ooh, that gold, that silver looks really good. Come on. There we go. There's a chance that I forgot one for that little guy, but that's okay. I will make another one. This comes with a lot of extra pieces so that you can kind of do what you want, where you want to do it. What if I'm going to glue a large black star, and then I'll do like a silver star on top of it. That looks so cool. You guys, it looks really cool. Up close, there's a lot of dimension. Okay. We've got a mess going on. All right. So far, this is what we're seeing. A lot of fun dimension. Now, we're going to clean up this so that I can embellish. We got to embellish. We just gotta. Okay. Put my lid on these. Almost done. I'll wash out the paintbrushes separately. Okay. Good deal. All right, we're pretty cleaned up. Let me wash these out real quick. I do like to get things cleaned up as I go. The paintbrushes especially. And then we're gonna do some fun embellishing real quick. There we go. Okay, now I've got this. Actually, I think I'm going to trade this in and not use that. I've got some ribbons over here that we're going to use. I think I'm going to use this stripe. It is a red and white stripe. So let's do this. And I'm just going to put it through here. I'm going to do a loose bow on that side, a loose knot on that side. And I'm going to do I'm going to do a double knot over here. For some reason, I always pick this side to do my embellishing on. Totally random. All right, I've got some gingham. I'm going to do a couple strips of each design equal. These are about, is it about 12, 16, about 18 inches of ribbon here. This one, I'm just going to double it. This is a shimmery red, so pretty. This is like a plain old white. It's kind of like a satin rope-ish ribbon here. A little trim. I gotta get it untangled though. And I'm kind of making these long so that they dangle. And then I have a little red gingham. So I love my ginghams. I rather do. Snip that, okay. And then look at this sparkly blue. OMG. Oh my gosh, my child is gonna disown me. I am late. But that's all right, we're like 2 seconds away. And then look, I have this fun star silver ribbon. I gotta find the beginning of it. I don't know if it's taped down or what. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Probably gonna use this whole thing of the star. There it goes. Oh, it's so cute. I'll hold it up for you guys to see. It's so cute. It's like stars. Okay, so I'm gonna open these up, lay them out neatly. Get them centered. And we're gonna lay them right here, and I'm gonna tie this around it. So tie it in a double knot. Double knots are your friends. And then let it dangle. Yes, you guys, this is so cute. Look at, we have this really cute hanging. It could be hanging, it could be on a wall. It doesn't have to be. You could stand it in a little stand. You don't have to put the rope up here. You could just put your little dangles. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Give me some hearts if you think this is cute. And again, the keyword today is firework. Just type that into the comments so that you can get the supply list. If you want the supply list, make sure you sign up to be a Perks member first so that you get 30% off your entire purchase. I just love it, you guys. It turned out so great. Can you see? Oh, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. We had fun, we created, we've got a really inexpensive product here. We do have the added wood cuts from my Etsy shop. Hopefully you enjoy, get a little crafting done this afternoon or this weekend for Memorial Day. And I'll be back here live again on Friday at 2 p.m. Meanwhile, check out my new video that's coming tomorrow night as well. So